Good afternoon and welcome to Value Line's webinar series. My name is Jason Wiseberg. I am the Executive Vice President of Sales here at Value Line. And if you can hear my voice and see the Value Line Pro homepage on your screen, then you have successfully signed into our webinar. Today's webinar is focusing on the Investment Analyzer product from Value Line's Professional Services. We're going to give you a brief overview of what the product can do, and if you are interested in finding out more information, I am going to tell you how to do that. So just a couple of housekeeping items before we begin. We typically like to keep the webinars that we do monthly. Every month we do offer a webinar for our professional customers and prospective customers. We like to keep it to 15-20 minutes because we know your time is valuable. If you do have any questions, I'm going to show you in a moment. Submit those via email, and we will get back to you as quickly as possible with any follow-up questions you may have. So if you're looking on your screen, you should see ValueLinePro.com. This is the homepage. Just a note, this is a revamped homepage. We just launched this about a few weeks ago. A nice relaunch of the page to show, or the website, to show our professional customers all the different products and everything that Value Line has to offer any kind of financial professional. The Institutional Service Department handles your typical portfolio manager or financial advisor, but we also service CPAs, government agencies, vice presidents of finance, anybody really who invests money in a professional manner for either clients or a corporation could use our services. So looking at this page, if you want to contact us after the webinar or at any time, you just go to ValueLinePro.com, you come over to the customer service portal that you should see here on your screen, and then click on Contact Us. The ability to fill out a quick form, or if you prefer, it gives you the hotline right here on reach us via the phone. Or again, right here is just a short form you want to fill out and submit us. If you are a current customer and have an assigned institutional specialist, of course, feel free to reach them directly and get you any questions you may have answered as quickly as possible. So on that note, let's jump over to Analyzer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing current application, and let me go to WebEx here, and I'm going to share with you the Investment Analyzer. On your screen in a moment, you can see what looks like a big spreadsheet. This is the Value Line Analyzer software. Just to give you an idea of what the Analyzer really does, it's really designed for those who need access to a lot of data. So if you're data heavy, whether that is looking at data to formulate opinions, or you want to just dive in deeper to our research reports, the Analyzer is really what you're going to use to get to all the data that you really could get from Value Line. The database contains about 6,000 companies. Of those 6,000, we rank approximately 3,500. And of those 3,500, we provide commentary on approximately 1,700 of those companies. So the Analyzer is our top investment research package. As you can see on your screen, there's a lot of data that you have access to. If you look on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see it says here 6,006 records. That means the database currently has 6,006 companies in it. It will fluctuate, give or take a couple of companies here or there, but it usually hovers around 6,000. All across the top, you can see just on the first screen here, all the different data columns that you could have access to. Now note that some companies won't have some data for certain columns, simply because of the 6,000 companies, as I mentioned. We follow and rank about 3,500 of those. So there's approximately 2,500 additional companies that you may not see certain data fields valuable, such as the timeliness rank. But if I scroll over to the right and focus yourself on the top here, you'll see all these different kind of data points that you can get access to by this Analyzer. So you can not only get all data, but of course you can get the reports as well on each one of these companies. You also have access to the summary and index, the selection opinion, as well as the core 4 models that we buy, portfolios models 1 through 4. And I'll touch briefly on that, as we go through this. But just as I scroll to the right, you can see again across the top of your screen all the different data fields that are available. What's nice about this is not only can you see it on here, but if we go into the export mode, we can come into the spreadsheet, and if you see, you can export all or selected opinions, selected data fields, and you can do it in either comma delimitator or tab delimited format, and pull this out of the analyzer into Excel for further manipulation. On that point, one of the best used features of the analyzer is the user-defined fields. So I kind of want to start off with that, because what it'll do is it'll show you how to really use all the data at your fingertips. So a user-defined field is simply, I'm going to quickly scroll so we can get to the end, is the end of the spreadsheet. If you on the top columns, we went from regular data to now user-defined fields. These are fields that allow you to harness all the data at your disposal to create, further manipulation, proprietary formulas, things you want to get to. So what am I talking about? If we come to up here, tools and user-defined fields, and I say, okay, user-defined field 2, let's start. I'm going to create it. If you notice on this left-hand side of this box here, you're going to find a whole bunch of different fields, and there's going to be a few hundred of them that you have access to that you can start to take your own formula. So what do I mean by that? Well, I come to the income statement and open that up, and I say I want to take gross income, and I double-click and it moves it over, and I want to subtract that from, let's say, gross margin. I want to add, and scroll down and look at other balance sheet, accounts receivable. I think you get the idea where I'm going with this. You can create your own formulas, click on calculate or done, and close. And if you notice here now on the spreadsheet, for companies that have data in those fields that I've asked for, it has calculated that number based on the formula that I've asked it to and inputted it into user-defined column number 2. Big deal because, it gives you access to the proprietary data value line, things like our ranks, our timeliness, our safety, our technical, also our estimates and projections on all the different fields that you're accustomed to for those current customers of ours in the reports that we offer. And it allows you to come up with a metric that might really make the difference in your decisions on what you want to do from an investment perspective. So while we may say, for example, buys 1 or 2 ranks over our buys in the timeliness world, perhaps you want to dive a little deeper and narrow that down to a little specific criteria. So it's definitely not your average use. It's definitely used by those a little more astute at data and taking the data and manipulating it. But for those of you who are in that space, this is a really powerful tool. So if I just go back, you'll see now that user-defined field is there, and it'll stay there for as long as I want it until I delete the field. And as I scroll across, you see here's all the data. So to get to any of the reports or anything else, I can click on the name of the company and then right-click. And if you notice the menu here, I have a whole bunch of things at my disposal. Second thing I wanted to harp on as far as the investment analyzer software is concerned, and you know what, let me take a pause here and mention something. All our packages, such as the Pro Premium, the Pro Elite, the Pro Basic, those are web-based applications. The investment analyzer is software. Thus, you will need to download the software on any machine that you want to utilize it on. Now, as a subscriber to the analyzer, there is no limit. 3 laptops, vacation home, condo in the islands, whatever it is. you can download the software as many instances as you require. We are in the process of revamping the analyzer so it could possibly be web-based. My time frame in that is probably closer to 2018, that the analyzer software has a chance of being web-based. But in the meantime, it is software that will be need downloaded. So on that note, and just to show you some things you can do here, when I clicked on a company and then right-clicked, up pops a menu with a bunch of different items. You can go right to a profile report on the company, and then if you notice up here in top, you'll see all the different tabs of information that you can find on the specific company. So if I come up here and I just quickly jump to the balance sheet, to the income statement, historical numbers, okay, you kind of get the idea, and then eventually there's no commentary available because we don't cover this company, but if there was, commentary would be there. So again, if I go to ratings and reports or the summary and index here and click on any company, now if I'm at rating, let's do that one more time. I think I might have went too fast here. On the left-hand side, the navigation menu for the analyzer software right here. By clicking on any of these, and some of the things I want to point out that I will is the portfolio management application and the technical analysis. Those are two things that are specific to the analyzer software that you won't find in our web-based services, such as that Pro Premium or the Pro Basic. So it does give you enhanced tools as well with the analyzer. So if I go to ratings and reports, and I simply look through all the list, or I can search by ticker, or I can go by name. If I click on the name of the company or just simply double click, it will load that one-page PDF report that we're all accustomed to at Value Line. A report that you would use to either share with your customers or share, with those people who are licensed internally to use our research. And again, here you go, is a standard report. So not only can you get that vast treasure trove of data, you also get access to that, typical one-page Value Line report. Now, if you look at the report, just to remind you, on the right-hand side of the report, you'll notice that some of these fields are in bold. Those are estimates and projection numbers, and those are some of the figures that you can get access to inside the analyzer and use those user-defined fields to really, start creating your own analysis, to put another layer on top of what Value Line already does. What else is powerful? So the ratings and reports, of course, you can also get the selection and opinion report, just like you would anywhere else. Here's the selection report for this week, and within the selection and opinion report, of course, you get access to the model portfolios. This is a big deal because the portfolios are really popular, and if I just scroll down to portfolio 1, just to remind those who currently have it, have a subscription to any of our services, Basic, Premium, Elite, Analyzer, you get access to these 4 models. And models are really popular. They're a great passive strategy that you could use with your clients. A lot of FAs either take it in its entirety, or they'll take a piece of the 20 positions and kind of put it in their own mixture to create a hybrid portfolio. For our current customers, you have access to these 4 models, and for those prospective customers, this is a big deal. A nice added bonus are these 4 strategies that come with it. If I jump over technical analysis, and then let's bring up Abbott Laboratories. This is something that also is not available on our web-based platform, and this software offers to those of you who are a little more technical savvy when it comes to charting. This is a really powerful program. Just to give you an idea, you can insert a whole bunch of different studies. Fibonacci studies is one of my favorite, and just by clicking on this, you can see you can insert Fibonacci study and a bunch of other different indicators to really build some technical charting to go along with those Value Line reports. For those of you who are more astute with the analysis, technical analysis, and the charting package. It is a powerful combination when you take some of the value line data, put it on a chart, and then also coincide that with the report. Then you have a really nice package to either talk to internally on an investment committee, or perhaps show a prospective client for assets that you're looking to gather. So that's a bonus with the investment analyzer, is the technical analysis. Next is the portfolio management. Now, this is also a tool that, listen, we know a lot of our subscribers have portfolio management tools. The reason you're going to use this is if you want a nice list to be able to monitor your holdings and also, say, get alerted when Value reports come out, and in things like rankings or other tops like that in your, so for example, here's your alert column, and it would show you any of your holdings that had alerts, and then you can go in there at top, and you can even put in some P&L information if you'd like. We know that you have a lot of different tools for that, but this is a nice one to put in there, and you can, as I scroll across, all the different data that you can have, pretty much utilizing, equities or options. But the nice one, the proprietary features, is the feedback we get is right here, is when you can have these technical rank, safety rank, industry rank, on your watch list, say, or portfolio management tool, coincide with the companies that you're most interested in. Nice tool. So, again, the analyzer, what you want to really focus on, number one, is the full database of information that you have. Look here while on this topic, if you see on your screen here in the middle, if I span, say, select by industry, it's very easily to quickly jump in to a specific industry and see companies in that industry along with all the data that goes across the top columns. And again, on the left hand, I'm navigating all the time here using this menu on the left-hand side right here, and clicking on, summary and index. And see, I want to look at the international companies that Value Line offers. I want to look at just the companies in this issue. I want to look at the listed companies, or again, select by industry. Now, we also provide Value Line screens where you can either see the full database, or, for example, we can dive into some of the things that our analysts have put together for you, such as, say, cash-generating companies. And here's a list of those cash-generating companies based on certain criteria that we put in the screener and popped out these results for you. The data, again, is the number one reason that if you are interested in the analyzer, you're going to use us, and that's all going to be found under the summary and index section. The second reason you're going to use us is if you're interested in technical analysis, right here. And the third reason, of course, is, and I shouldn't say the third reason, no particular order, but number three would be to get access, obviously, to our reports and our model portfolios. So, listen, that's a quick overview of the analyzer. If you do have any questions, I encourage you to, again, let's stop here for a moment. I'm just going to jump back over to here and share the screen here. You should see the contact us screen. You want to come here to send us any questions or interests you may have in the analyzer product. Today's mission was really just to give you a taste of what it can do. Emphasis again on data. If you're a big user of data, if you have some technical analysis needs, and you want to kind of package that into all one software product to coincide with reports and the selection and opinion and everything else, the analyzer is something you want to take a look at. So, and then special for everybody on this webinar, if you're a new customer and you're interested, we are running a promotion this month. Contact us, mention you were on the webinar, and these institutional specialists will give you the promotional price and offer that we're giving to new subscribers. So I want to thank you again for your time. I hope you got some value out of this quick little presentation. Each month, the professional webinars offer something for our customers. So I encourage you to come back to the Value Line Pro website, go under, let's see, products, free trial, customer portal, and webinar series is under the customer service portal, and it will give you a list of all the dates and the webinar topics coming up. My name is Jason Wiseberg, Executive VP here at Value Line. Thank you again for your time, and please contact us if we can do anything for you.